Hey everyone, it's James Lambert, the motivational coach and speaker. I went from knockouts to knowledge and from headlocks to hugs. I still embrace people, just now in a more positive manner. In this video, I wanted to talk about pursuing your goals and ideals, and yet you may be facing opposition or certainly not be supported by one's family, immediate peers and friends. And this can be extremely difficult because, of course, I've just done a video on people pleasing, but we're human, we all have that need to be recognised, nay, have approval of others for what we're doing. And when we don't get that, that can be very difficult. And I understand that. I've had this in my own life. My goodness, for most of my life, I've been incredibly misunderstood. And yet, I think what's important to focus on, and I've found helpful in my own life, is when you know your reasons, your own reasons, and they must be your own. This is important for doing what you do. Moreover, actually just beauty, this is the epitome of love, just accepting that others have their own way to follow, whether you call it dharma or their own karma, whatever it may be. So you see, when you go out in the world and you're following your own dreams and ambitions, whether it be a particular way of living, a lifestyle, a spirituality or religion you're following, or a career that your parents, or as I say, brothers, sisters, may actually overtly disapprove of, overstand while you're doing it. And when you come back into the fold, whether you see them on the weekend or at special holidays or at Christmas, don't allow that tension to be there or engage in arguments, because you see, just accept. You see, I think the need to argue and you start butting heads is when you don't truly believe, explicitly with every fibre of your being, what you're doing. It's this element of doubt that causes you to defend your position. Now, I've realised in my own life, I don't have to defend that which is. So I can just allow. I don't need to engage in argument. I don't need to justify my being. I overstand it. And so you see, that just negates any anger towards you. You just, as I've spoken about before, in resisting the problem, the argument, the hate, the arguments with your family will persist. And yet, if you just allow and you're flexible, I accept your opinion and I accept we have a different point of view. But this is my life and I will live it as I see fit. I'm open to change. For those of you that are really wise, you are flexible, you're open to change, you're not rigid. Whilst respecting your beliefs, I still believe that real wisdom is just entertaining the possibility that you could be not necessarily wrong, but there are other ways of doing things. And again, I'm not going to get into people think the truth is contained in any one book, but all I've seen is in my own life, just be open to others' viewpoints. Because you, if you were born in another part of the world, your belief structure, your viewpoint, your experiences would be very different, very different. So don't think you've got all the answers. But back to the original point, people have been getting in touch and saying, what if in following my own heart I meet resistance with loved ones very dear to me? I'm talking about close family members, and I appreciate it's hard. But you see, it's only hard if you allow it to be so. I really want you to take away, if nothing else from this video, the need to defend yourself is a position that you just don't have to tolerate. Accept your life, truly accept their opinion. You don't have to agree with it, but let them live their lives and allow yourself to live yours. Don't justify, don't explain, don't feel the need to just live your life. And then you see, you begin to focus on your similarities in the time you do spend together as opposed to your differences. Because as I've spoken about so passionately before, when we're tired, we all rest. When we're hungry, we all eat. When we love, we all love. When we're cold, we all shiver. You see, it is our divine humanity that unites us. So get away from the differences. Let your family, let your friends, let your peer group do them. But more importantly, Do you. Honour your real feelings, honour them. You've been given them for a reason. I've spoke about feelings in another video. And live your life. And yes, whilst I accept that it can be difficult to not have that approval, but you know what? Have your own approval. Approve yourself. That's who you've got to live with at the end of the day. When everyone else has gone home and your head touches the pillow, are you happy with you? And if you are, more power to you, because so few people are in truth. And that's why we see in great swathes of the world the violence, the unhappiness, the negativity we do, because people aren't living on purpose. So if you are, I applaud you. Keep going. And if no one else does, I believe in you. So I hope this video has provided you some value. As always, you are unstoppable, and I believe in you.